Hello and welcome back to Conquest of Elysium 5. We are continuing on with our guild masters who have managed to lock themselves down on a little edge of the world here. Our home base is hidden in some mountains behind a bunch of trees, behind a desert, a savanna, and then a desert. We also have a little tiny island just off to the side here where we've put up a Void Pilots Guild and a Mages Guild. We have a Thieves/Assassins Guild over in this market village as well, but we don't really tend to keep it very much. And we are sailing east today. We haven't really ever sailed east out of our place. I want to find a pirate port, and so that's going to be our goal. And on an intern. Let's start on an intern. And let's see what we can explore. Autumn is here. Ooh, I do wonder about the void boats and whether or not they move faster. I bet they do. You've got an unexpected hero with a shock shield, thunder gauntlets. That's pretty cool. This is a cultist demonologist with an imp familiar. So this guy doesn't really have a lot of demons, but he does have a ton of crossbows. I tell you what, I'm gonna go here. Can I build guilds on oases? They have trade income. That's a great question. Imp Messenger. That right there is a great question. This guy has stealth, but for sure you have someone who can see that. No, maybe you don't. I don't see a scout in that army. I'm just going to move south with you then. And we'll see what we can find. He takes over the town. Damn, goddamn pale ones. What are they cut through every single other enemy. And then come after me. I hate these pale ones. I hate Sauruses. He's really upset about that Thieves Guild I made, I guess. Harlequin. Oh, cool. Fool's Laughter. Confusion. Strikes anywhere. Burst 1. Demon Jesters or Harlequins. That's kind of neat. So the pale ones must be just like up here somewhere. We have demonologists here. We have the Temple of Baal here. And the Senator has to be up here somewhere. Well, unfortunately, RIP that Gravedigger. Surprise, pale ones. I am really starting to think about turning on that that mod that gives you extra vision range, because oof, having the computer snipe you constantly in ways that you could never possibly predict is annoying. Why, this looks like a little island with a coal mine upon it. All right, we need another adventuring party is what we need right now. Move tile by tile. So they moved in, saw your scout, thought free food. Yeah. I mean, I guess, yeah, they're pale ones, so they're probably... he seems like he's kind of beelining to my capital right now, though, you know? Like, he just ignored all these coastal hamlets? I'm a little suspicious. Bad eyesight, siege tunneling. When attacking a fort, this unit has a chance of burrowing and reappearing right among enemies when the combat starts. Oh my god, they all have that effect. Okay, I have a pretty big army here, though. I'm buying more ballistas. My adventuring guild Coma, the warrior saint. Lay on hands, lesser smite. She's probably going out with a lady knight, a fighter, an outcast barbarian, and a rogue? Rogway? Okay, I want this coal mine, but I think I have to kill this Kraken with a ring of protection. Otherwise, he'll sink my boat as soon as I take a foot off of it. Maybe they want all my mines. I mean, that could be it. How they know they're down here is beyond me, though. Kraken. No, that was not as bad as I thought. A wealthy merchant has come across the sea and is traveling through the country. He's recently come ashore at a deserted port. That sounds like cultists to me. So you are going to drop this boat, and I think you're going to take everybody with you. And then you're going to get back on that boat. Okay. Man, I'm going to see if these adventuring guilds can just take these guys out. She has a poison medallion, broadsword, lay on hands, and smite. This will see how they do. Kraken seen something in its life. AI knows the entire map and only behaves as if it's not, since it gets distracted by fights. Yeah, he does seem intent on getting somewhere, right? It's a man on a mission. Let's take those crossbowmen. Oh. Interesting. This might not be an island. Tigers. Lousy stinking tigers. I could pick up another captain, but honestly, I think I'd rather wait for an admiral at this point. I could also afford a void ship pretty soon. You know what else I could afford? Leveling up my other guild master. Though I don't know that it would do anything for me. Oh my god, they're going after the Serpent Village again. Why? They failed pretty bad last time they attacked these. Oh, and of course, the last time we attacked them, we attacked with this bottle of living water. So now they start with a water elemental as well and a ring of invisibility. They could kill that Serpent Guardian, at least. They can't. A sage. What is a sage? Sage magic. Wisdom of the sages is well known, but it's not easy to come by, even for talented people like them. The sages start as scribes, learning to read and write, which is a difficult endeavor not meant for the weak-minded. After learning how to write, they have to read book after book built on the knowledge of the sages before them. Then they become old, wise, and learned, and be able to reason their way to new knowledge, which will then be written down and archived by scribes, and blah, 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 blah. Well, all right. And I did just say I wanted an admiral, so there we go. What kind of magic you got, Sage? Fire resistance and reading the stars. So you just have some kind of garbage buffs. So you're going to take that hero, that guy, and the boat, and probably the guild master. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pikeneers, 5 swordsmen, 5 mariners. A hero, a captain, a hero, an admiral, a sage, a navigator, and a guild master. That's quite a group. Dude, I do not know why our music is so wonky this morning. It insists on switching soundtracks. Thankfully to nothing that is DMCA'd. Sage could be upgraded at a library. At a level 2 library, which we don't have though. But I feel pretty good about exploring with these guys. No, you know what? Maybe this is an island. Let's steal that coal mine. It's a free gem. Not one they're going to easily retake. Music player's got some wonky water poured into it. Honestly, I think I just need to probably download these soundtracks so I can play them properly. Dwarven ballista in the mountains here. This boat is slow, comparatively. Battle in the coal mine. Crossbows didn't do so well there. Cavalrymen. I've had some bad luck fighting them recently. One to 10 damage once per battle. They have 2 armor and they have shields. I might just be able to dance around them, to be honest. Ooh, look at this vision. A silver mine. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. Starting to be like, should I be selling gems? But that seems totally insane. Hero, Guildmaster, and a Sage walk into a Serpent Village and properly die. Expedition 33. I do actually need someone to get these mines back for me right now, so I'm going to get another Guild Merchant who's just going to go on a walk. Obviously, ideally, the Adventurers party would be the ones doing that, but... yeah, we're going to steal this, and we're going to steal that. And this gem deposit too. Take every piece that we can get here. I don't think that's a hero. That is a capital city though. Please, 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 please. I will leave your continent alone. Back to the boats! Back to the boats! The hell out of there, that's for sure. Well, this is interesting. I never would have expected this inland sea. I wonder if there's a bay that comes in around here. Play some Sabaton, default video game banned. Cool about it. I think they are as long as you ask permission, actually. Oh, yeah, there they come. They know something's up. I do not love that these pale ones can swim. The High Priestess has been eliminated due to no commander left. That's you. At the Temple of Baal. Let's go onto that desert and onto my ship. And honestly, I might just sail straight over there and skip this mine altogether. You're going to hop back on our ship here. You're going to take my coal mine back. And those pale ones did just go north, so... There's an enchanter there. There is... That's a pale one army. Ooh, yeah. Flesh golems. Stone golems. Wood golems. Enchanters are really cool. Ah, this is a dead end. All right. Well, we'll do some exploring. This guy doesn't have anything of value, right? Mercenary guilds. That's kind of fun. Yeah, I don't want to mess with these dudes, so we're just going to go bop, bop, bop. Sail along the coastline and see if we can take back our Thieves Guild. She is, of course, going to steal back those mines. Surprise, surprise. Ooh, a catapult for 70 bucks. Yes, sir. And dare I say, a void ship. Cool. Now, nobody owns this temple. Oh, it doesn't produce trade, which kind of sucks. Dude, this map is bizarre. Shoot. All right, well. He was waiting for me there. All right, this is a dead end. At least we know it's a little inlet. There is a mountain spire. And there is a guild that if I build in a sky castle gives us bonuses. So there's certainly an argument to be made to say, like, park a boat here and go up into the sky. I think you guys just need to all pop out here. Grelek, can you do anything here? No. I don't even know if I want to put anybody in here. I guess I could take Grelek and I could at least do a ritual. See what's up. Calls the counselor, assimilate provinces on the kids. Kids are gonna yearn for these mines. They're aching for them. I guess we're gonna have to see what the serpent people are all about. Nice. Okay, so our Assassin's Guild is still here, which is kind of cool. So they should start making brigands again. And those ballistas cost a lot of iron. Just gotta toss some crossbowmen on here right now. I guess I should have put mariners on there, but whatever. Put a second catapult down there. I'm gonna mine these swordsmen over here. Take those back. Thank you very much. Port. A port almost entirely filled with tribal warriors. They all have slings. And they're blessed with +1 morale. I don't really know this faction very well, to be honest. Unspeakable horrors, what's the question? The Sea Temple? Bet it's just a Sea Temple? No, it's Unspeakable Horrors. Crossbowman, Wizard of the Golden Dawn. You're gonna go there. You guys are gonna go there. So now that actually has pretty decent defense, and those brigands are spawning right away. I feel pretty comfortable going north, if that's the case. 42 units. Yeah. Let's keep exploring right now. I'd like to know what else there is before I decide to walk on in there. You have boots of strength with mountain move. Oh. Entering a mountain career is reduced by 1 for units with mountain move. I wish it was reduced to 0, but up here we have a javelin, a two young necromancers, 2 clerics, a rogue, a lady knight, and Nanvather, the self-proclaimed king, who has a staff of fire. How did the king appear? If there were no previous kings, there must not have been any previous princes. Thus, it's logical to assume that a self-proclaimed king can sometimes appear and start a kingdom where no kings and princes are alive. Dude, I hope that he takes that castle and becomes an absolute G. You have fireball. You can burn down forests. Chop and burn. Now, I don't have any good reason to burn these down, but there's a good chance we will find stuff that is worth. Save, please. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. That's probably a good idea. Giant enemy crab. Yeah, well, our gladiator died, but everyone else did okay. Saving. Exploring. I mean, I might as well take this. Kind of feels like it would be irresponsible not to. Toss a scout in there. So they have it. The king is going off to get a castle. And there is a Pale One army marching down on me, but default cost of 3. 1 is good. Yeah. That's, I mean, absolutely. Lose 1 swordman to the itchies. A sage and 20 pikeneers. I mean, I might as well. Oh, I can't build mariners here because it's not a port. That makes sense. Poison resistance and luck. Well, that could be better. Frass the Brigand Chief. Cool. Coal mine. This is all Pale One territory, dudes. Oh, sick. So he's going to grab those brigands and he's going to go off on a brigand adventure, I guess. You guys are going to fight an elephant instead of going for that castle. That brigand's going to scout for me, which is incredible. Homie here is going to steal all my mines. I keep forgetting that he's down here, because he does actually look kind of nasty. Two elephants. 2 dead necromancers. Grave robber for 52 bucks. Another little island paradise for us. A grave robber down here would actually be kind of nice because I could use him to then scout. Which is precisely what I'm going to do. This is risky biz, what I'm doing there. Okay. Yeah. It's risky biz. What are we? We're midsummer. All right. I just had to know. Temple City, coal mine. I mean, you're a single pale one. I could definitely kill that pale one, but there's no real reason to push my luck on it. Because he could have backup anywhere. Nice. The king has taken a ziggurat. Heroes wander off by themselves? Pretty much, yeah. They form adventuring parties. Same thing with the brigands. Same thing with the pirates. Ice druid. Oh god, that's a lot of pale ones. I thought that trader's medallion would be really nice. I'm really tempted to just like hop out there, but I'd be better off using these guys to do things like take these sea gems, because, you know, we get huge bonuses to that stuff right now. Literally double. Yeah, those are massive. I have a captain, a scout, and 20 pikeneers available. Not really much defending this city. You're doing okay. You're doing great. Not that I expect this place is gonna get attacked, but it don't hurt to be prepared. Oh yeah, and that guy took a cigarette. I really have to look at that, see if I can recruit something there. That king is doing better than any adventurer has to date. Yeah, this is a... Oh, I can't recruit here, but it counts as a temple. All right, well, I mean, it's still money. Valgard, an archer, crossbowman, and a couple of imps. Who's left in his party? He's got a rogue with a tribal mask, so he summons snakes. Cleric with a chest wound. A lady knight with a flame spear. And he's got the Staff of Fire. Yeah, okay. Them running up against the Demonologist is really not a great matchup. Alright. You're gonna have to go down here. Take that coral. It's probably difficult to hold those with an ant. He is going for another city, man. Grab those monkey villages. Which monkey village? Just near where, out east? Red corals. Nice. Kill all of them. Valgard. Look at these guys go. Kill. Fireball. Fireball. Summon dies. Fireball. Fireball. cast flames in combat, and he can cast fireball in combat. That's hilarious. They basically became 2 fire mages. Ring of Evasion for 58 gold. Excuse me, I want to buy that. Evasion. Quarter of all attacks, so it's like not as good as Lucky. So again, this is like a very good town. This is the senator's capital. So he basically just took the senator's city. There's a magic library here ruled by a black sorceress and a dark wizard. He's not going to be stupid enough to try that, is he? With 2 ballistas, he'll get killed. Oh, at this point, who knows? You're going to sneak out that way. You're going to deal with this Undyne. Another island. 9 gems. Dudes, I'm feeling pretty good about the eco right now. I'm also feeling pretty good about this king. And these bandits. North of my starting city has a ton of magic items. You don't want the pale ones to grab that up. Oh, the Serpent Village. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Battle in the Pearls. And a battle in a forest. Oh, the self-proclaimed king is dead. Ran up against Trianius the Reveler. Yeah. I guess the downside of these adventuring parties is they are pretty likely to give the computer a lot of items. A pit. Pirates, maybe? What do you guys have? Water elementals, Woundfeld, Medallion of Venom, Bile Magic +1. See, what I'm kind of hoping is that these guys just send out another party and that they get those items. Also lost these coal mines. Market Village. Try to get some of our mines back here. Yep, well. That didn't last. I knew it couldn't. Mac being helpful? Who are you and what have you done with the real Mac? Man, Mac just loves a little Conquest of Elysium. No easy answer to these old pale ones. Let's grab that library. An Olm Sage. Ancient worm-like beings gifted with superior intelligence. Hydromancy and Geomancy. With a bunch of Mind Blast Olms. Yeah, they're gonna kill that poor grave robber, but that's all right. No port. Sad. I don't know, Davey. I don't know, Davey. They're good at siege tunneling. They're definitely not going to want me to stay on that little spot. All right, the Olms did catch me. To no surprise, they nuked me. 10 crossbowmen and a captain. Well, 10 crossbowmen are Definitely going out there. We'll stick to the seas. Tritons could be trouble. Hopefully not. Ambushed? Did we ambush? Did they ambush? You were ambushed in a farm. My ghosts! It's okay. We robbed those ghosts. Crystal Tower. So, this is the Enchanter's home base. And I will be honest, he does not have it very well defended right now. Surely there has to be a pirate port somewhere. I'm really enjoying this brigand band. I'm going to tell you that. They're doing some excellent work. The Last Lookout. That's a 2 gold, 2 production, 2 gem. 2 gold, 2 iron, 2 gem. That's not what I'm looking for, though. That's not what a merchant needs. A merchant needs villages. A merchant needs trade. A merchant does not need coastal hamlets. Definitely, I want to turn this temple into a fortress. Dude, that brigand is on an adventure. I'm wondering, like, are they ever going to leave where I am down here? A Sword of Heroes. Nobody owns these coastal hamlets? Well, I mean, if nobody's going to take them, I will. Looks like we have a new adventuring party going out. Awesome. It's got a rogue with a Hydra Bowl. So they are going to die in the first combat they start. Because they will just poison themselves instantly to death. Including the entire party. Good item, rogue. Truly working with the party. Alright, well, those guys left. Battle in Swintown. What are you guys fighting? A Fiend of Darkness. A Fiery Imp, a Bone Imp, and another Fiery Imp. Alright, Brigands. Good stuff, dudes. There is a Staff of Fire available. I'm going to give it to that guild merchant, because that way he can actually do something in combat. Furthermore, he can burn down forests. Guys, I got to tell you, it seems like these pale ones own a lot of territory. I think we need to upgrade this to a level 3 spot. I need more merchant guilds. Newton, welcome back. Alright, they are at least ignoring it this time. The senator has been eliminated. He has no commanders left. Who are you? Cultists! Dum dum dum. Yeah, you know what? Why don't you level up? Why don't you double level up? Then I can do something interesting with you after. The Burgermeister's Folly. A Granite Guardian. I've never seen this unit before. Never considered the possibility Pale Ones could reanimate statues the size of giants. When the dwarves found a new colony, they raised walls and built sturdy gates. The Pale Ones are less industrious, but they boast magical powers surpassing the dwarves. And several minds recently wrestled from the Pale Ones. Statues of huge Pale Ones walking side by side with the living wreaked havoc on our soldiers. The Granite Guardians seem reluctant to leave their posts, so full-scale invasion is unlikely. Cool. And ancient hurlers, just big guys that throw boulders. All right, that rules. It's just a guard tower, thankfully, but maybe grab that watchtower from those guys. Might not be a bad idea. 5 swordsmen. We'll add those to the temple. Is that Bakemono? I see ogres. Can I make them better than small groups? Oh, the Adventurers Guild? Yes, if I can upgrade them, yes. My one brigand has been killed. No surprise. But I'm very pleased by the work that he did. Kobolds! A Cobalt stronghold and a Cobalt lair. With Guttorm, the Friar Dragon. Cool. I've actually never, ever seen kobolds survive. So, yes, if I can unlock shipwrights, thieves, bankers, if I can unlock their trade guild, I can go over here and upgrade that to a Beastmaster's Guild. Port. Crossbowmen and swordsmen. I don't think this small ship would win that fight. You're a cartographer. There are no cartographers here, but I could get one. Now I have a cartographer, a wizard, and a guild master with a fire staff. Save, yeah. Definitely not going to take that fight without saving. There's also a void ship here already, so... Start building up some troops. Yeah, we haven't taken that void ship out yet. And I would like to. The Troll King was eliminated by the Pale Ones. Stay the hell away from these dragons, that's for sure. Perfect. Swordsmen. Spearmen. Mariners. I feel like I should have an admiral leading this as well. Because these guys all feel like they're support characters to me. The good news is we can snoop around a little bit. We know it's there. It's not a pirate port, unfortunately, but... It's on third day. Can I ally other factions, or are they all hostile? Set up teams, but no diplomacy afterwards. Yeah, there's our admiral. It is a shame. I would love diplomacy in this game. Though I absolutely understand why it doesn't exist. Take all those mariners. Let's take all those swordsmen. Could take all those pikeneers. That's 40. That's all it can take. Actually, take one less pikeneer then, because I have to have room for that guild master. Okay. Oh, you're out of movement. What the hell is this? Pillar thought the Earth Mind. Earth readers of exceptional skills, surpassing the dwarven runesmiths in magical power. They are far greater powers in the deeper earth than we previously thought. Considering the gemstone riches of the Pale Ones encountered so far, we can only come to the conclusion that the deeper earth holds vast treasures ready to be plucked. The Earth Mind may get its name from the ability to install fear in the statues and sentinels littering the cavernous halls of the Pale One. Or it might be the honorary title of someone who can actually use his mind. Dude's got 2 purple worms. These guys tunnel. Combat burrowing. Siege tunneling 100. They swallow entire units. You have troglodytes. Cavern wights. The dead ones are entombed in great halls. Statues made in their images. This is a mummified Pale One that has been reanimated. And has a Bane Star, which does decay. You also have shades of Pale Ones, not to mention all these elemental fires and magma childs, and whatever this is, a cave cow. Okay, I'm glad we got that boat going, because I think we are about to cut and run here. Are we in the wrong age? No, we're in monarchy. Bakemono. Barons. Bunch of towers up here. Boop, 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 boop. I'm wondering about putting more ballistas in here, because I have the money for it right now. So I'm going to do it. I mean, those guys might just want my mines temporarily. 10 pikeneers for cheap. Oh my god, a village. I almost thought they didn't exist at this point. All right, let's see where those guys end up. Kobold's taking those villages. Those guys are coming down. Shoes of Flying. Ooh. That's a fun one. Okay. You guys are going to grab this village because I'm going to leave Gritfleck here, who doesn't have the ability to make that a trading village. City of Crafts. Seal Guard, Ancient Pale Ones, Granite Guardians. Hamlet. I figured where that coal mine wasn't taken, there was no way there was a city here. Guess I figured wrong. Guildmaster. You're going to upgrade that to a Beastmaster's Guild. It does look like another king has formed here. With a Staff of Fire again and an Amulet of Bear Control. This Lady Knight also has an Amulet of Bear Control. And they have a couple of archers with them. That's kind of a fun little combo here. Ebon Knight, Lady Knight, and the Self-Proclaimed King with 2 archers. That would be a great combo. Up here, we have the Assassin, along with the 2 rogues. This guy's got a Hydra Bowl. Thankfully, everyone is smart enough to stay a little bit away from him. You have a Morningstar of Strength, Hag Knight, Ebon Knight. This is definitely a dark posse. Nice, taking villages. Great. King is the top, yeah. He has been dominating, that's for sure. The king has done better than any other adventurer we've had, so. Assassin adventure attacks with Baneblade. A Baneblade! Damn, dude. Oh, that Ebon Knight is getting shreked, though. Alright, well. You know, it didn't go as well as I'd hope, but... A deserted port. Now, this is potentially pretty risky. I definitely don't have enough units to take it, but... It's more about the fact that, you know, I'm going to take this boat and I'm just going to sail here. Someone could go out there. You're diseased? Ball of God. How did that even happen? I can definitely afford to sacrifice you now. There's also a Traders Guild in this market village. I should probably upgrade that. So this is the Void ship. Here's the other thing. I could just sail this into the Void. Because apparently that's what these ships can do. Heard Beyblade. Could it be more efficient? Obviously now I am also just kind of thinking about sailing into the Void. But there's ports for us to take, right? Yeah, that's more important. We have a goal. These damnable pale ones. Winter has come. Deserted port. I mean, he doesn't seem like he's very strong. But he's got some pretty awful horrors and stuff in there, so... Can you make a Thieves Guild? No. Unbelievable, the luck of that draw right now. If those guys don't get killed on that Void ship, that would be really unfortunate. I got 39 mercenaries here. They might run over my village. Nope. They're just going to leave us alone. Probably go back. Deep Sea Gems, Triton Kings. Let me say I gotta know what's up here. That guy can't swim, but everyone else here definitely can. He can't reach me in a single turn. If I get the Thieves Guild right away, I can get back on the ship. Now I have to get out through a frozen sea, which, you know, there are other problems in regards to that. Realizing the galleon has better movement than the void ship. The void ship only moves 3. Interesting. What do we have up here? I'm gonna go like that. Sneak a little bit over this way. You dudes are gonna head up north. King's wandering around. Rick, hello, how you doing, dude? Listen here, right? Meow. Fort Hope. King is off on an adventure, dude. I love these little adventuring guilds. I get such a kick out of them. Okay, I got a feeling he just took that other port there. Which does mean I might be able to move into it. Killed off that marketing group. There's the Baron's Castle. It's got a bunch of puppy dogs. So the Baron must get longbowmen. And tower guards. I don't know what the right way to go here is. I think I'm going to go up around. Look for this other island. 34 units. He's got 2 ships. This, I think we can win. That's insane. There's no way you're going to win that fight. Why would the adventuring team even do that? Look how outnumbered you are. Even with your grizzly bears. I mean, he's not going to win it, but he did a lot more damage than I thought he would. He killed 20 people. So, a little credit where credit's due, I suppose. What's up here? Anything I want? That's really hard to say. Let's save this one. Because I am sending in a level 3 guildmaster there. I haven't really fought these Aztec guys yet, so I don't really know how those slings are. 6 damage, apparently. Okay, they killed my scout. Guildmaster's got the fireballs, at least. We do have 2 fire wizards here, so... Holy smokes, dude. This guy is mean. Sunbeam and Fireball is a disgusting combo. There's the void up north. Wow. Walls in a lot of range. Scorched them. The walls in range don't matter for Jack if you want fire. So, we're going to fill this place with Zweihanders. I'm going to put in a Capitan. I'm going to hire some Mariners. We are going to unload, where? Bonite. Here's a great question. What guild do I want over here? The Aztecs are over here. I don't have an apothecary guild. I also don't have a miners guild yet, which does increase the walls. And makes our mines better. Becomes an engineer's guild. If a mage guild is also owned by the merchant prince, like, I feel like this place is going to get attacked a lot, which is why I'm thinking about putting a miner's guild in it. Beastmasters guilds. Griffin Riders and Citadels. So if I built a adventuring guild over here, I could also get Griffin Riders. And it would spawn out armies constantly, so... Could I imagine trying to explain the last 20 to 25 years to someone from, like, 1999? Definitely not. We all thought the world was going to end in 1999. How much trade is on this? It is 2. Their capital is right there. I think that's what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to put a miners guild in here and then a merc guild. And then we'll spend a little time, like, fortifying this place. But I feel like that's a solid plan. I'm gonna need gems. I'm gonna need a lot of gems. Wow, we really burned through that like 200 stockpile we had. Thankfully, we're also rich as hell. Are we sure the world didn't end? Definitely not. No, no, no. Daibakemono. Anything but Daibakemono. I mean, they've got 3 archers and a shaman. They have 2 boats. I'm horrified of Bakemono from the last campaign. Didn't the world end in the late 18th century? Maybe? I think the jury is still out. Guess the other question is should it have ended? It's kind of fun is if I put a boat here, I could literally just like jump people from here around this mountain. Thag, you don't have an army, right? No, you're just a captain. I'm just gonna steal this coal mine. This is Big Turg, man. Maybe they'll just leave me alone if I sail around them. They will. Have a nice day. Please don't bother me and I won't bother you. We got ourselves a deal. I want nothing to do with you, young man. 10 archers and a grave robber. I will also take that. And I will use that grave robber to scout for places. I'm going to upgrade the adventuring guild here first. Market Village. It's gonna be really funny. I'm gonna have ports literally all around the world, and then I'm just gonna like be slowly moving inside in all directions. Let's go here, then there. You guys gotta wait another turn. Two villages. Tags on sentry. Two villages that nobody has taken, which is very suspicious. World of hula hoops and rainbows. What is the difference between a navigator and a cartographer? Cartographer can see further anywhere on the map. A navigator can only see further over sea squares. Huh. Huh. How come you guys haven't spawned a new brigand? I'm gonna put a cartographer over here. Slowly building up my little adventuring armies. Oh yeah, this guy's not doing well. He's down 8 HP now. Grillick. Put my Mason's Guild in here. So now we have Iron Gates in this city, and we also have a Guild Mercenary spawning. Okay. Port. Bakemono Port. Fisherman's Bay. Still no pirate ports. Even the last 20 years to someone with 2,000. Good news, the world didn't end with Y2K. The bad news, the world didn't end with Y2K. Eye of the Old One. What does that do? Oh, that looks cursed as hell. Who do I want to give that to? I really wish you could right-click items and see what they did. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. It would like dramatically improve the shop experience. All right, I have 2 trade posts up here, 2 market villages. I don't see any ports nearby. So obviously, like, I could make them both thieves guilds. Think maybe I want to do that. Multiple thieves guilds will make all controlled brigand layers spawn more brigands. That seems like the right answer then. Right now we're in a simulation set up by the invention of the first computer technology invented in 1768, modified by the inventors of our current simulation in order to hide the second order effects of early computing, so the first order effects of artificial intelligence can be examined before the real humans who are simulating us decide whether or not developing real AI is a bad idea. Well, this is a deep rabbit hole. The damnable mice. How well guarded is that castle in the north? This one? Not very well. We could definitely take that. Yeah, we could definitely take that. So these would be a little bit more defensible if that's the case. Stargazer's Keep, Fisherman's Bay. I just keep looking around down there right now. With 25 gems. Mage Engineers. Capybaras, mice are actually extinct. All right, I'm actually going to look up this item. Eye of the Old One. Eye of the Old One. Witchery and Troll Magic +1. Regeneration 5, Cursed. I don't mind that. I mean, sure, he now loses 10% of all attacks, but he also has regen 5, so it's the trade-off you got to make. Yay, brigands! Finally. Second Great Rodentia Extermination in 1803. I don't know, we got rid of enough of them. 46. You gotta wait again. Oh, excuse me. Don't mind me. I'll just be going elsewhere. Establish a market village. I'll be honest, part of me wants to just do double thieves guilds up there. Just spawn brigands all over the map. But I know that the brigands aren't very good, so. I just know that as we have more of them, they also help everybody else out. Why, this is my other army. With 2 armies, I could do all sorts of things. Engineers Guild. What does that do? Income from mines increased by 60%. Gold income increased by 1. Fort defenses might be upgraded further. But I guess it didn't. Because these are just iron gates. Steal this iron mine just for kicks. I don't have an apothecary guild yet. It's in fact the only guild I don't have. We got rid of enough of them. I'm talking about the Great Capybara Mice War. Agent is Capybara and has been confirmed. I don't know what you're talking about. Brigand camps, they help our location on the map. So it only helps if you have those. Oh, I thought it was other. It would just like spawn more from the Thieves Guilds. Dang. Well, I'm going to make an apothecary guild then. Then I think I'll take both those guys and we'll head to that fort. Seems like the reasonable choice. Usually just annoying unit spawners. Yeah. Spearmen, archers, admirable, grave robbers. You guys need gems, but you also need archers and spearmen. And let's put a grave robber down here. Because I still don't have these mines back, apparently. Don't know what my damned adventuring society is doing. Other than not their job. I mean, the brigands are doing more than the adventurers are. Oh, here come the pale ones. Let's just attack those guys. You got enough here for this? 50. Maybe I should just start doing assassin's contracts more often here, you know? This way, guild assassins will start spawning, and they'll start going after Pale One commanders. Which seems extremely valuable to me right now. Okay. Probably shouldn't joke about clubbing seals. Canadians get a bit sensitive over that. I mean, I come from Newfoundland. That's like, we're the seal clubbing province. Like, that's us. That's us. That's what we do. But most people do not understand why. Most people have a very poor understanding of it all. So it gets a bad rap. Geomancy. Well, that's not what I expected those to do. I've lost this coal mine again. But there's my Beastmasters Guild. Ah, I lost it to elephants. Of course. My arch enemy. You guys are going to march down here. We're going to wait a moment, I think, and then we'll take that castle next turn. Thank you're on sentry. What's not to understand? Seals need clubs too. Where else are they going to rave if it's not us doing it for them? You were attacked in a gem deposit. Oh, I don't imagine that went very well for me. Jeez, I have never seen the Pale Ones actually get endgame armies. Earth Elementals with 3 armor. Dude, these brigands are... These brigands are way over their head. Did they kill anybody? No, of course they didn't. You guys are going to get a catapult. You have a cartographer over here. I'm going to put a cartographer over here. Now we can see extra far. And then these guys are going to get back on their void boat. You're going to go take that coal mine back. Now. Yeah, let's take this. Leave the boats behind and head into Fort Hope. Today on Twitch, Agent announces his new venture, oil fans. Old oily fans. That's what they call me. I make sure that your GPUs are running smooth. Libby, how we doing? Gonna say mixed direction, but the hearing pun, referring to Fishman, was too good to resist. Alright, thankfully we have our crossbowmen here. Though, what is that spellcasting sound? Sage is reading the stars. I was gonna say, I wish we had spellcasters in this army, and then I'm like, oh, we do. They just suck. So you lost 6 swordsmen, 2 pikeneers. Yeah, all right. Summertime. And those fish people are definitely gonna blow stuff up there. I'm just going to use some crossbowmen in this little town for now. Perhaps, as Stark is a captain, not an admiral, perhaps Fort Hope could be where he begins an assault inland. And Voldan could take to the seas to Fisherman's Bay and Hyphany. There's no pirate ports on this map. I'm also just realizing. That upsetty spaghetti's me. What are you? Savatos. Skeletal women in bridal dress. My biggest issue here is I just don't want to leave the ship and the galleon like undefended. So you have Ligbar, Oshan, Urban, and Grifflick. You have Big Turg. I feel like you should probably not be the one rocking that ring, homie, since you're not on the front lines. Why don't we give that to the captain here? With his cloak as mirrors, his boots of regeneration. To me, that makes a lot more sense. And then these guys are going to take both of these boats. Where is this guy going? Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. Kind of want to put a Mason's Guild over here. Oh, I can't. There's no trade in this temple. It's very frustrating. Way creepier than you meant it to be, and that's saying a lot. How many YouTube comments am I going to get asking us to shut the nutters up? Oh, there's always a few. There's always a few people who are like, man, I really wish you didn't have chat on. Ooh, there could be a pirate bay in there, but I'd say that that's probably just like 2 little inlets. I gotta sail. I don't know where I gotta sail right now. Sail over here, kill those guys, I think is what I gotta do. So we have an Engineer's Guild, we have a Beastmaster's Guild. Did we build that this turn? I guess we did. You guys are back on the boats? Now where do I go? This mountain spire, perhaps? I could go to the void. I could go to the void. They do have a void ship. I'm trying to figure out who the greatest threats on the map are. It definitely seems like the pale ones are the biggest. They're also the ones who are attacking me the most, so. My grave robber has been killed by goblins, kobolds. My brigands have been killed. A strange mist has appeared, and griffin riders have appeared, along with a griffin lord. Taming the griffin was no small feat. It's a mix of two wild beasts, the lion and the eagle, but there are important things that made it possible. The laziness of the lion and the eagle's great affection for shiny things. Griffin stables are packed with shiny stuff like beads, mirrors, well-polished pieces of metal, and maybe even a few real gems. It's also of utmost importance that the riders do not care anything that shines, or it's desirable for the griffin. Already owning a treasure combined with the lion's laziness makes it possible to saddle the griffin without being attacked. These are so expensive, but I have enough to get both of them. The question is where do I want a Griffin Rider army? And I feel like the answer is down here because of the mountain spires. Also, this is technically where they come from. And I could fly over these mountains and attack these Aztecs if I really wanted to. Not enough for those spearmen. That's not even a good deal. No, thank God I didn't buy that. I don't know where those fishy guys went. I don't love Strange Mist. Not being able to see where anything is on the map is kind of terrible. How's everybody doing? Good. We're in a very foolish mood, I think, today. Slash every day, I guess. Well, you definitely get these. Oh, they're huge. The way upwards is currently blocked. Clouds, sky, dispersing clouds. Oh. Uh-oh. Retro. You are the demonologist. Soul contract with Belial. Belial? Belial? He just cleared out that snake village, unfortunately. Which means he did get those items. Not sure how well he's going to do there. God damn, what are these pale ones doing, man? How do they have so many troops to give me a hard time with? So there is an apothecary level 1. Doesn't somebody have an apothecary item in like one of these armies? Gauntlets of protection. Give those over to him. Did we lose that? Did we never buy that? Maybe we never bought it in the end. It's on this guy? We have evasion, boots of strength. Boots of geomancy. I mean, those boots of strength should definitely go on you. Let you rock die. You've got the flame staff. Maybe I never bought it. have no heroes in this city. Oh, man. Okay. Crown of Command on Stark. A cartographer would let me see a lot further. I guess I probably should have gotten an apothecary up here, but what am I going to do? I can't have everything, and I want everything. This gives us a leadership morale bonus, which is kind of nice. No pikeneers for you. I think I'm going to take the ships back. I can't remember who's in there. Dispersing clouds count as clouds. So he should be able to rest on those. He's obviously on a path to take all my stuff, so I'm just going to let him be. You're going to take Gabasiris with you. A watchtower. Well, that would be really useful. But I don't feel like you have enough troops right now. Better than chat turned into a toxic wasteland of rage. Erligan, you fall asleep there on your keyboard, bud? Kitty cat come in? Certain people in chat may have been in a mood, but hey, good times, right? Start a school to teach villains and heroes to keep balance in a fairy tale world. I mean, if it works. Gotta keep balance somehow. An Undyne and 5 small sharks. Actually, that's takeable. What is this? An animist adventure. Forest magic. Befriend animals. Magic stones. Animate trees. And summon wolves. That's kind of fun. You've got a fighter, a barbarian, a gladiator, a dwarven adventurer with a wizard's hat, and 2 more gladiators. Okay. You're going to go off and explore the seas and the skies. You do have a scout. That's very takeable. All right, I'm going to take it because it's going to give me vision of the surrounding territory. Just something I sort of desperately need. Yeah, you're dead. That's not a surprise. Insanity is my very own making, and I am proud of it. Dude, my front line is pikeneers. What am I thinking? I gotta get some shields and stuff in this party. 10 archers, 5 griffin riders, and an apothecary. Well, I definitely want that apothecary. I can't afford any griffin riders right now. But I also want those archers, so... that's what I'm gonna do. You have apothecary. 1, enfeeblement and disease. Kind of hoping that they would have like a heal ability or something, to be honest. But man, it's still a wizard. Still need a wizard in that party. None of this is like stable cloud. don't know where some of those adventuring parties are going, man. They are off on their own world. No, my sea stuff. Yeah, we lose, what, one swordman there? Oh, here's the void ship. Doesn't really look any different, unfortunately. Baby sharks. Obviously, I'm just horrified of these pale ones. Because when they come out with these armies that I cannot stop. At least not at the moment. Doesn't really feel like there's much of a cloud world right now. Wish there was a mini-map. I mean, you could just zoom out a lot. It's happy to accept Agent was a fish person worshipping Dagon, but no, you had to make things interesting. Make him a capybara. Now, why am I watching that? 2 swordsmen died. Passed overseas. Kraken. That is no place for you. All right, well, I guess we're going to climb this mountain. This is a very confusing choice. But we're going to go to the skies. My guy's fatigued there. Oh, I need to stop buying gems. No wonder I'm broke. Put a scout up there. And I guess, actually, I should put a captain. It's kind of one thing I'm trying to do here is ensure that all my places have just a hero sitting around. I'm starting to find that's like quite useful for maintaining the territory around you. We're singing Baby Shark. I was fighting a baby shark. What was I meant to do? Not sing it? Wand of Fire. Here we go. Now this guy can cast Fireball. All his other spells suck, so... 2 Krakens. Oops. Clicked end turn. That's alright. Nobody else was in a rush. Fighting the Krakens. Goes pretty well. Guys can pick up some Pikeneers. I'm going to pick up a Cartographer here as well, just because they do kind of see a lot. $17 units. Okay, so nobody has taken this port yet. We're not in a position to do it right now, but we are in a position to fill up these ships and then come back and do it. Thinking, oh, let's get that Assassin's Guild back. I didn't realize we had lost that. You guys are going to enter this gateway. This seems like a really dumb idea. I haven't saved in a while, so... Oh, no. Are my Griffins dead? Oh. Flying units will get fatigued if they can't land. A unit that's fatigued will land at the end of its turn. Huh. So there's not really like penalty for falling. Nardago here would be a really good city to take, but I know that they have a lot of guys in it. It's a library. It's got double trade. Obviously, what I'd love to do is I'd love to find a city with 2 library. Though I'm not sure that exists. Obviously, there's libraries with 2 library. Melee, that's the Baron's Castle, right? No, that's the deserted port. That's the Baron's Castle? Yeah. Geez, this is like the only real city we've seen. The City of Crafts. This is the only city we've seen. Okay. Most boars are going to attack that village if I don't do something, so... I am not sure there is anything up here. A cloud castle. So one of our things makes special stuff if we put it in a cloud castle. Can't remember which one. But I know one of them. Is that my assassin? Oh my god, that was. My assassin was over the seas and died. Ooh, boots of strength. Put those on that captain. There's an ancient forest here. Just gonna try sneaking through as much as I can. You guys are going that way. I don't know, man. There's not really much going on with these clouds right now. A lot of unstable clouds. That's about it. I guess that's a good question. Do we scout the land below? Yeah, we do. So by going in the air, I can use these guys to hop from cloud to cloud, and I can use them to scout the map. Noted. Some good adventures over there. Agent just admitted the assassin over the seas just died, all according to plan. All according to plan. Drop bears got him. They came from behind. Capitan and admirals. Not really interested in either of those. 34 units. Mostly slingers. Slings only do 1 to 2 damage. So if I have 2 armor, they can only kill me on a critical. This guy does 1 to 5 plus 15 slashing, piercing, resistance. You do 1 to 4 plus 12. Sweet Jiminy Crickets. And you have a catapult. Yeah, I don't really want this guy up on a bunch of dispersing clouds. I'll tell you that. I'm getting the feeling that there's not really a Sky World on this map. I guess if there's no Sky Lord, I don't know that a Sky... In the same way that, like, if there's no Pale one, then Agartha doesn't super exist. It does exist, but it's just, like, significantly less. Ooh, a hero and an assassin. I'll take both of them. Magic Lamp. Why don't you take that cartographer and that assassin with you? Then we'll try to get you some troops. You're gonna come back down. That is a mausoleum. And another town. A village, at least. Well, we'll keep wandering around up there. Okay, some of our adventuring parties are getting hit. But it's been a while since they've been out, so... How are you gonna do against all these jaguars? It's just not like a huge army you're fighting here. Not great. Seems to be the answer. All right. Well, you killed 5. You killed 3 jaguars and 2 slaves. Definitely could have gone better. Let's make no mistake there. That definitely could have gone better. Ah. Big Turk. Can you upgrade this Thieves Guild? Shadow Stalkers Guild. So I could probably actually use these guys to take this tower and then use this tower to take that town. That might be the best option for that. Kobolds here have a pretty big looking army. Ooh, you are out of clouds. Uh-oh. Ruh-roh. A demi-lich. Yikes. That could also be kind of bad. All right, we're just going to try to get out of there as best we can. The menace is here. It never really left. Brigands fight Olms. Well, that didn't go well for them. In the market village, Brigands fight fish. An engineer Magus is available. It's the first time we've seen one of these guys. Silver Arcana. A member of the arcane order that has brought us the marvels of tamed lightning. The globe spools are vital for the nightlife of any city as well as for any enlightened household. Although erratic sparks and flashes of contraptions make reading, the use for which the device was originally intended, rather difficult. Privately owned globe spools are now mainly used at night to show neighbors that households can afford such a marvel. The Wonder Workers also craft engines of war and organize portal delivery services funded by the guild itself. Without them, our cities would surely be as dull and uninspiring as the settlements of the Baron. Suck it, Baron, you nerd. Yeah, obviously I'm gonna get one of these guys. They have special powers. Equips a regular ballista with storm spools and conductor bolts. When it hits a target, it unleashes lightning orbs that bounce to anyone close to the target. The Arcane Guild is famous for having a network of magical portals that connects and allows instant travel between all of their guilds. Are you kidding me? This service is not free and only the wealthy can afford to use it. The ritual establishes one such portal. It can only be cast in an arcane guild and the portal will connect to all other guild portals. What? What? So this could connect with this. Could maybe connect with Fisherman's Bay. Could connect with who else? Who God knows what else? I do want the City of Crafts, but first off, Shadow Stalkers Guild. Second off, Assassination Contract against Pillar Spawn. Third off, Victor, get back in this army. Huge army over there. Small army here. Halberds and archers. Dude, I don't know that this guy is fit to take that. Okay, what if I start recruiting an army here to move up? Heavy infantry would be good for taking cities. So I think I'm actually going to take a bunch of them. I'm not sure what to do with you guys. Pepsi Daisy? Dude casts Chain Lightning and summons Cloud Elementals. Okay, you're going in that army. 5 crossbowmen, a scout. Five and 5. Give me back my guild. Oh, sick. Our adventuring guild is attacking a capital city for purple. Dude, I really like the adventuring parties, even though they're not particularly good. Yikes. Yikes. I chained lightning my own dudes. I mean, look at the balls on these guys. We got a questing knight, a warrior saint, an outcast barbarian, a master thief, a young necromancer, a triumphant gladiator, and an ebon knight. Draining a bush of life. I love that they insist on attacking walled cities that they can't break the walls on. Oh, you almost got it, guys. Nice try. Maybe next time you'll pull it off. I guess let's grab some halberds down here since I'm shifting them up on these boats. They did their best. The balls should fall off this morning. What else do we have here? Guard towers. I mean, there's also like these gates. This town has trade. It's not a citadel, but I could put like a Mason's Guild inside of it and I don't know, man, something else. A cloud tower. Cool. This is above a rainbow. All right, we'll just hang out there for now. This fort also still needs like way more troops. I guess realistically, something I could do up here is put in some ballistas and then grab this guy and storm spool those ballistas. So now this fort has chain lightning ballistas with short swords also. Interesting. Shock shield as well. I'm just going to grab these, and then I think Stark has to come back. I think Stark is in a really dangerous position right now. I do really like that we have things like Assassins and Brigands that are scouting the land ahead of my armies, so I can do things like see, oh, the Pale Ones have an army coming here now. But it's many turns away. Mitre of Splendor. Ooh. What's this do? Fire resistant prayers and oh. Might as well charge up both those ballistas. We're gonna go dive into the woods. All right, you need to produce me some troops. I'll just have Griffic head over and pick them up. So, like, I can't move. I can move ballistas. Interesting. Interesting. I can put ballistas on ships. Heard Clown Tower. Thought that must be the most horrific place in all the land. It's not a place I care to go. I might actually steal these. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 10, and 10, along with those ballistas. Army is able to go by boat. Army is slow moving. But is it actually slow moving? I don't think so. Steal that and keep looking around. Where does this rainbow go? Why do I not see this rainbow? Oh, the clouds are too thick. You can only see through dispersing clouds, I guess. Wish I could build a boat here, but I guess that's not going to happen. So, wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, you have Griffic. Where is my other... You have the other guy. I should actually bring you to Swintown. Or Velgard. Velgard would be a lot harder. Actually, he's dead. This is not a big army. Velgard might be the way to go. I have a really good guildmaster in this army, so... Like, I have a maxed out guildmaster. Clowns are too thick. Uh-oh. I think the pale ones got upset at me. Finally stolen too much of their economy. Well, assassin guild stalker, actually. What's a guild stalker? 4 poison daggers. Ethereal, invisible, and stupid. No one has ever laid eyes on one and survived. It's unknown if this feat is because of their excellent stealth or their ability to kill people. Jeez, man. He almost killed an entire bear just from assassinations. Okay, you have an army here now. Cave grub. I doubt he could take Fort Hope. Not with that electricity stuff going on now. Yeah, I can still move 3 tiles on a ship. What are you? Sepulchral. According to dwarven lore, there is a sealed chamber somewhere in the deeper reaches of the earth. These are the mummified guys, but he's an even bigger version of them, I guess. Oh yeah, this is the earth mines, dude. This guy has so many of these shades. Penumbrals and umbrals. Don't care for this fellow. I don't care for him at all. Oh, he's got an alchemist's mortar. I do care for that, but 34 units. That's not going to do it, buddy. I have a ziggurat, and that is it. Where do we think this goes? Oh, down. All right, well. That was not as exciting as I hoped. No. I guess I should have stayed up. Well, we lose our Griffin army. I actually haven't seen them in combat, so I'm a little curious how they do. Wow, that's a lot of kobolds. They're like the Bakemono. Most generals would consider all kobolds expendable. This one is particularly weak and will probably be one of those eaten should a shaman try to call a true dragon. These guys are hilarious. White Kobold's King casts Arcane Tempest. Okay, my Griffins killed 50 kobolds. I would say that's pretty good. Can't really be sad about those numbers. That's got me a bit worried. Should you go out and meet him there with your troops? Let's just take a save. Keep our guys together. I'm gonna go wide here, just in case there's some pale ones hanging around. Okay, and you... Good grief. All right, we might be able to get to this town still. I can't recruit units here. But if I put a mages guild in here, I could teleport units from my other mages guilds. Now, that being said, I'd need to have an arcane engineer in this party, which I don't have, but, you know, it's something to think about for the future. Half Pine, how are you? Welcome back to the internet. Welcome to the internet. The finest place in all the land. Of all the internets out there, this one is one of them. Let me tell you. Nomad's helmet. Well, you might as well buy that. Give it to that hero. And then tell me what it does. Summon a wolf at the start of battle with 5 HP. And cold resistance. That's pretty fun for him. He also summons an air elemental at the start of the battle. That hero's really turning into somebody. Coastal Hamlet. Well, it's a lot of crossbowmen. I'm gonna do this. Because I'm going to build a Mason's Guild in here, I think. God, those pale ones, they are really everywhere right now. To definitely a problematic amount. Battle in Swintown. Oh, yeah, we have fireballs. Never mind. We win this. I keep forgetting this army has a bunch of fireballs. Unlike most of our armies, which do not have spells. I would love a Wand of Frost, because I could give that to Big Turg the Merchant Prince. Now. Oh. Who died? My admiral. That's quite sad. So I can set up whatever I want here. What's the latest meme? I feel like I've missed so much. Today, the meme has been that I am apparently 3 capybaras in a trench coat. I'm not entirely certain how we got there, but... So many discovery queues, streaks lost, Russia the same, Trump the same, and words. There's been a lot of words. What do I want to put in here, man? I'm assuming a Mason's Guild will not work for the computer. Fort defenses could be upgraded further. I don't know that I need to teleport to this town specifically. It's like no citadels around here is the problem. Oh. Sorry, this desert palace is a citadel. But it doesn't have any trade. So if I took that desert palace, I could recruit there and then bring them down to Swintown. And I could make this a Mason's Guild. 300, 500 word essay is now submitted. It's 920 words. Lower limit kind of thing. Yeah, some of them worked like that. Miners Guild, Masons Guild, Engineers Guild, Iron Gates, Palisade Walls. So I guess it didn't double upgrade, which is unfortunate. I'm not going to be able to hold this if I can't get some units here. That being said, if I take this... I can't believe these walls didn't upgrade. Maybe it just takes time. These walls upgraded. Let's keep sailing. Just keep sailing. Just keep sailing. You know what? I actually wouldn't mind Griffin Riders up here and a Griffin Lord up here. Because I could use, if all this is going to be snow terrain, having a Griffin being able to like just fly around and pick it all up really quickly. They wouldn't be able to catch him. We're making a mad dash there. I do think those Olms are heading towards me. And I am noticing there are like quite a few Bakemono out in the sea. So, speaking of Bakemono, the Lady Knight wielding the Orb of Projection, along with Guy the Black Rose, a Lady Knight skilled in the magic of flame and blood, an archer, 2 gladiators, 2 barbarians, a fighter, and an Ebon Knight are attacking a Bakemono fortress. Doesn't seem to be going very well for them. Gust of wind to summon crows. Curse and fear. Wow, they didn't even dent the place. It's got to be one of the worst showings we've seen. Here's this devil. Ooh, he got himself a fancy devil now. These guys all have bows. They do 1 to 3 damage, but they are bows. Then again, I have fireballs. Grab the squad. Oh, that's nice. It did form a ballista in this town because of the Engineers Guild. These guys really don't know what to do with themselves right now. And by they don't know what to do with themselves, I mean I don't know what to do with them. Cartographers. You have a cartographer down here? No, you actually don't. All right, I'm going to put one down here. And I'm actually going to use you to go get that coal mine back. Oh, no, maybe I won't. That's why you're useful, though, because you can see far enough away. Couple of brigands, couple of assassins rolling around. Battle in the Desert Palace. We lose a couple pikeneers, swordsmen, mariners. It's just a lot of arrows, man. Ah, Mage Pilot is available. Cartographer's Guild, Void Pilot's Guild. Also, an Initiate of the Metal Order is kind of a nice spellcaster. Just because it's always good to have an extra spellcaster around. You never know when we might need them. Coastal hamlets, coastal hamlets, coastal hamlets. Isn't that just the story of my life right now? So this desert palace, it's got wooden gates but stone walls. It's just palisade walls but an iron gate. It's funny that that did not upgrade properly. Ah, and I can make desert warriors or camel riders here. But you get like way less of them. Well, you get one less of them, I should say. Bow and broadsword. Crossbows and daggers. Crossbows ain't gonna do jack against these dudes, man. Especially not if they all have siege tunneling. What is my army here? Mariners and a couple of swordsmen. I am gonna grab... I'm just gonna grab swordsman. And then I'm actually just gonna flee back to my boat. Not sure I can really hold that. I probably should have just put a Thieves Guild in there instead. Scary. Alright, you're gonna hang out there. You are my cool mage pilot. You have swiftness and guide arrows. Quickness and wind guide. I would love to get you a void ship. And set you to sail the seas. So I think... let's make that our next plan. We're going to attack this port. We got a huge army ready to do it. No problem. So we're going to have another port up here. This has got 2 port spots as well. 2 trade spots as well. So I'm kind of thinking like maybe a Mages Guild and... definitely a Mages Guild. Maybe just like a Market Guild? Oh no, because I was going to put a Mages Guild in Nardago. This might just be a market hub. This is going to be a Mages Guild and probably an Adventuring Guild. If I'm being realistic. So we'll have to kind of see what else we have at the moment. But this is good, man. We've got ports around about like 50% of the map right now. We have these kind of refueling bases, so... I have a good feeling about this one. Obviously, these Olms own way too much of the world. We have the Baron up here. We have the Bakemono. We have the Aztec guys, so they seem to be kind of getting pushed down. We have Kobolds in here. I guess there's cultists up in this corner too, but they don't seem to be doing a lot right now. And and the Demonologist is here. I basically think that Pink owns this section of the continent, which is a lot. But if we can attack him from all sides and we can start teleporting around via mage portals and like electrified defenses, I'd feel pretty good about that. There are magic walls. I don't know if we can make those, but there are walls that like tunneling monsters can't get past as well, which might be, I don't know, something we can have. Certainly we can start trying to pump out more adventurers too, because some of them are like pretty good parties. They just like suck at taking cities is the only problem. But also like they probably shouldn't be good at taking cities. I think let's leave. this here for today, because we have had an extra long stream today. So we're going to save it at that and leave it at that and have you come back and join us tomorrow. Until next time.